I still remember it like it was yesterday. Back then, I had this routine I thought was rock solid. Every single morning, I'd boil 2 eggs and eat them for breakfast, feeling pretty proud of myself. I mean, come on, everyone said eggs were the ultimate source of protein, right? But then, something unexpected happened. During a routine checkup, my doctor looked at me and asked, "Are you sure you're getting enough protein to keep your muscles strong?" I chuckled and said, "Of course, I eat eggs every day." But he didn't laugh. He just shook his head. That moment changed everything. It turns out, eggs have about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. Not bad, but not nearly as high as I thought. And get this, there are other foods out there that pack 4 or even 5 times that amount of protein. The worst part? Hardly anyone over 60 even knows they exist. The truth is, as we age, low protein intake starts to chip away at our muscle mass. Quietly, slowly, and sometimes without us even realizing it, until one day we feel our legs getting weaker. We get up more slowly, or we catch ourselves struggling with balance. And that's when falls start happening. That's why in today's video, I want to share with you the top 10 foods that deliver even more protein than eggs. We're counting down from number 10 all the way to number 1. The one food scientists are actually studying to help stroke survivors rebuild muscle. It might sound too good to be true, but every point I'm about to share is backed by real, peer-reviewed research. Before we dive in, take a moment to drop a comment below. Let us know where you're watching from and how your energy levels have been lately. We read every single one, and we love hearing from this community. Alright, let's kick things off with number 10. This one might already be in your fridge, and you probably had no idea how much power it's packing. Number 1. Greek yogurt, non-fat. Strained Greek yogurt isn't just trendy, it's incredibly efficient when it comes to delivering protein. Non-fat, triple-strained Greek yogurt provides 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams. Compare that to a boiled egg, which gives you only 6.3 grams. That's almost double the protein, with 0 added fat. What makes Greek yogurt so effective? It's all in the straining process. Most regular yogurts are filtered once. Greek yogurt, 3 times. This removes much of the liquid whey and lactose, leaving behind a rich, creamy yogurt that's protein-dense and easier to digest. Study published in Nutrients in 2020 found that seniors who consumed at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily maintained 25% more muscle mass over 12 weeks. And that's without intense workouts, just pairing it with regular walking. Greek yogurt is especially good for older adults, because even those with mild lactose issues can often digest it without a problem. Just make sure to choose the plain, non-fat version. Avoid the ones with added sugars or syrupy fruit. Those cancel out the benefits. Want to get even more out of it? Add a spoonful of ground flax seeds or fresh berries. Blend it into a smoothie. Use it in a savory dip, or stir it into a salad dressing. It's incredibly versatile. Now let's move to a humble pantry item that's been quietly outperforming eggs while sitting in your kitchen for years. Number 9. Cooked chickpeas. Yep, the good old chickpea. When cooked, chickpeas offer around 11.2 grams of protein per 100 grams. But they bring more than just protein to the table. They're loaded with dietary fiber, something eggs don't have at all. That fiber helps keep digestion smooth, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces inflammation. All 3 are critical to preserving muscle function as we get older. According to a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who swapped some of their animal protein for legumes, like chickpeas, experienced up to 26% less muscle loss over time. The reason? Legumes help improve gut bacteria and reduce inflammation, both of which play a direct role in muscle health. And there's more. Chickpeas are rich in magnesium, a key mineral your muscles need to contract properly and recover after activity. Low magnesium? That leads to cramps, tightness, and fatigue. To get the most from chickpeas, soak them overnight before cooking. This softens the beans, boosts digestibility, and improves nutrient absorption. Once cooked, you can use them in a bunch of delicious ways. Blend into hummus, roast them as a snack, or toss them into stews, soups, and salads. Next, we're talking about a tiny grain that packs a massive punch. Number 8. Cooked quinoa. Quinoa might look like a grain, but it's actually a complete protein. Once cooked, it delivers about 14 grams of protein per 100 grams, and more importantly, it contains all 9 essential amino acids. Your body can't make these on its own, so getting them through food is crucial. Why does quinoa matter so much? For people over 60, one word: lysine. This amino acid is vital for repairing muscle, absorbing calcium, and producing collagen. A 2022 study published in Nutrients found that older adults who ate quinoa daily experienced a 9% increase in leg strength within just 8 weeks. The control group, which ate plain white rice, didn't see any improvement. Here's a tip too. Get even more out of quinoa. Soak it overnight before cooking. That reduces natural compounds called saponins, which can interfere with nutrient absorption when cooking. Try using bone broth or vegetable stock instead of plain water for an added mineral boost. Add a little turmeric and black pepper to reduce inflammation and kick the flavor up a notch. Quinoa fits into almost any meal grain bowls, breakfast skillets, veggie stir-fries. Pair it with leafy greens, mushrooms, or even a soft-boiled egg. For a double dose of protein. Next on our list is something many people ignore or toss out after carving a pumpkin. But they're actually one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. Number 7. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds offer a whopping 19 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly double what eggs provide. But what really makes them stand out? The minerals. Pumpkin seeds are packed with magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 nutrients that become harder to get and hold on to as we age. Magnesium helps prevent muscle cramps and supports healthy contractions. Iron keeps your muscles oxygenated. Zinc plays a key role in muscle repair and immune function. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that eating pumpkin seeds daily reduced muscle inflammation by up to 38% in just 12 weeks. That's not just slowing down damage, that's reversing it. The best way to enjoy them? Stick to raw, unsalted seeds. Sprinkle them on Greek yogurt, blend into a smoothie, or grind them into a creamy homemade seed butter. Delicious and protein-rich. And coming up next is a favorite in fitness circles, but strangely overlooked by older adults. It could be the missing piece in your diet. Number 6. Tempeh. Tempeh brings in 20 grams of protein per 100 grams. But what makes it truly special is how the protein is delivered. Unlike tofu, tempeh is made from whole fermented soybeans. That fermentation process does 2 key things. It makes nutrients easier to absorb. It adds beneficial probiotics that support gut health. Tempeh is also high in leucine, an amino acid that triggers muscle growth. This is especially helpful after 60, when the body starts needing more stimulation to build muscle from protein. Here's the bonus. Healthy gut bacteria can dramatically improve how your body absorbs and uses protein. One study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with better gut diversity maintained 18% more lean muscle mass over a year, even with the same diet. To enjoy tempeh, slice it thin and saute it with tamari or a little vinegar for flavor. Crumble it into stir-fries, toss into salads, or layer in sandwiches. It has a firm texture and nutty flavor that makes it a satisfying meat alternative. And now, we're about to cross into a whole new category of protein. The next food is incredibly potent, yet almost completely off the radar for most people over 60. Number 5. Spirulina. This one might surprise you. It's not a meat, not a bean, and definitely not a seed. It's actually a type of blue-green algae, and yet Spirulina delivers a jaw-dropping 29 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than double what eggs provide. But what really sets spirulina apart is how bioavailable that protein is. Studies show that up to 85% of spirulina's protein is easily absorbed and used by the body, meaning your muscles don't have to work as hard to get what they need. And yes, spirulina contains all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine, the key signal for muscle rebuilding. But wait, there's more. Spirulina is also a powerhouse when it comes to reducing inflammation, which is a major barrier to muscle recovery and growth, especially in older adults. A 2022 study published in Nutrients found that spirulina lowered CRP, co-reactive protein, a key inflammation marker, by 32%. That's huge, especially if you're already feeling stiffness or fatigue from chronic inflammation. It also boosts nitric oxide levels in the blood, which helps improve circulation. Better blood flow means nutrients can reach your muscle tissues faster and support more efficient recovery. So, how do you use it? You don't need a heaping scoop. Just 1 teaspoon a day is enough. Stir it into a smoothie with banana and spinach, or mix it into warm oatmeal right after it's cooked. You can also combine it with dates, seeds, and nut butter to make energy bites that double as muscle fuel. The key is consistency. Use it daily, and in just a few weeks, you might start noticing better energy and muscle endurance. If you're finding this video helpful so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps more people discover tips that could make a big difference in their health. After 60. Now, let's move on to a tiny food with a massive impact. Number 4. Hemp seeds. These little seeds might look unassuming, but per 100 grams, hemp seeds deliver about 35 grams of protein. That's nearly triple what you get from eggs. And unlike many other plant-based foods, hemp seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids in the right proportions. In fact, their amino acid profile is even more balanced than quinoa, another complete protein that gets a lot of attention. So, why does that matter? Well, as we get older, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and using protein. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that seniors who included complete plant proteins, like hemp, saw better muscle retention, faster recovery, and less fatigue compared to those relying on incomplete sources or animal protein alone. But that's not all hemp seeds offer. They're also loaded with omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, including a special one called GLA, gamma-linolenic acid. GLA has been linked to reduced inflammation, better joint function, improved brain clarity, and even heart protection, all of which are critical as we age. So, how should you eat them? Keep it simple. A tablespoon or 2 goes a long way. Sprinkle on salads, roasted veggies, or soups. Mix into oatmeal or smoothies. Their mild, nutty taste blends in easily. Just one note: don't cook them over high heat. Their delicate oils can break down and lose their benefits. And now we're getting into serious territory. The next food isn't a supplement, but it might as well be. It's a protein source that delivers what your muscles crave at the cellular level. Number 3. Seitan, sometimes called wheat meat. Seitan is made from vital wheat gluten and offers a staggering 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's right up there with the highest protein meats without the saturated fat, cholesterol, or heaviness that often comes with animal products. Here's what makes seitan a game changer for older adults. It's easy to digest because it's made by removing most of the starch and fiber from wheat. What's left is a concentrated protein that's light on the stomach. For seniors who struggle with digestion or nutrient absorption, this can be a major advantage. A 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN showed that older adults who regularly ate plant-based protein isolates like seitan retained 21% More lean muscle than those who ate a traditional mixed protein diet. That means seitan isn't just protein-rich, it's functional, helping your body hold on to muscle where it matters most. And here's another bonus. Seitan is low in fat and carbohydrates, which makes it great for anyone managing blood sugar, cholesterol, or weight. Its texture is firm and chewy, closer to meat than tofu or tempeh. That makes it a great meat substitute in recipes where you want that hearty bite, want to cook with it. Salt with olive oil and garlic, slice into stir fries, or roast with your favorite marinade. One pro tip: pair it with vitamin C-rich foods like bell peppers or kale. Why? Because the non-heme iron in seitan is absorbed much better with a dose of vitamin C. And now, buckle up, because next up is a food you've probably had on pasta, but never realized how powerful it really is. Number 2. Parmesan cheese. You might not think of cheese as a protein powerhouse, but Parmesan will change your mind. This aged cheese provides an incredible 42 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than most cuts of beef and far beyond milk or even cottage cheese. But it's not just about the number. What makes Parmesan unique is how your body uses the protein. Because it's aged for 12 to 36 months. The protein in Parmesan is already partially broken down into free-form amino acids. That means your digestive system doesn't have to work as hard to break it down. For older adults whose enzyme production may be slowing, this is a major plus. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that seniors absorb amino acids from aged cheeses, like Parmesan, nearly 30% more efficiently than from unprocessed meats. So with Parmesan, you're getting more bang for your bite. Parmesan is also rich in leucine, the amino acid that turns on muscle protein synthesis, the exact process that helps rebuild and preserve muscle mass. In fact, just 30 grams, about 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan, contains 1.5 grams of leucine, which is enough to trigger this process. And because of its intense flavor, you don't need much. Sprinkle it over roasted vegetables, add it to an omelette, or stir it into a warm bowl of whole grains. A little heat brings out even more aroma and flavor, which can help boost appetite, something many older adults struggle with. Now, we've covered a lot so far, from yogurt to seeds to wheat meat, but our number 1 food is something you likely won't find in the dairy aisle or even near the meat counter. It's light, shelf-stable, and packs the highest protein punch of all. Number 1. Dried fish powder. This might just be the most underrated, overlooked, and powerful protein source you've never heard of. Dried fish powder is made by dehydrating lean white fish like cod or pollock. Once all the water is removed, what you're left with is a fine, lightweight powder that is almost entirely protein, clocking in at a jaw-dropping 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. Let that sink in. That's nearly 5 times more than eggs, more than chicken breast, and even higher than many top-tier whey protein supplements. Yet, hardly anyone over 60 is eating it. Why is dried fish powder so effective? First off, the protein it contains is incredibly bioavailable, meaning your muscles can absorb and use it almost immediately for repair, recovery, and rebuilding. That's huge for older adults who may struggle with slower digestion or poor nutrient absorption. A 2020 clinical study published in Clinical Nutrition followed seniors who added dried cod powder to their diet without changing their exercise habits. In just 10 weeks, they gained 19% more lean muscle mass simply by adding this protein-rich food to their meals. No pills, no workouts, just real food. And it's not just the quantity of protein, it's the quality. Dried fish powder is loaded with essential amino acids, especially leucine, the very compound your body needs to trigger muscle protein synthesis. According to research from Harvard, most older adults don't get enough leucine through their regular diet. But just 25 grams of dried fish powder provides over 3 grams of leucine, easily crossing the threshold needed to activate muscle growth. Another benefit? It's easy to incorporate into meals. Dried fish powder blends seamlessly into soups, stews, mashed veggies, and even savory oatmeal for a muscle-boosting breakfast. It's shelf-stable, stores for a long time, and doesn't require chewing, making it ideal for those with swallowing issues, dental concerns, or low appetite. Just be sure to choose a food-grade version that has no added salt, flavors, or preservatives. You want clean, pure protein, not filler. This is more than just a food. For older adults trying to regain or preserve their strength, dried fish powder is essentially a therapeutic tool. A way to rebuild the foundation of mobility, independence, and vitality without relying on synthetic supplements. So there you have it. 10 foods that all outshine eggs in protein content, and not just on paper, but in real-world impact. Let's do a quick recap. Dried fish powder, 63 grams protein per 100 grams, Parmesan cheese, 42 grams, seitan, wheat meat, minus 39 grams. Hemp seeds, minus 35 grams, spirulina, minus 29 grams, tempeh, 20 grams, pumpkin seeds, 19 grams quinoa, cooked, minus 14 grams chickpeas, cooked, 11.2 grams Greek yogurt, non-fat, strained, minus 10.3. Each of these foods has something unique to offer, not just protein, but also vital nutrients like magnesium, iron, leucine, probiotics, and anti-inflammatory compounds. And here's the thing, you don't have to overhaul your diet overnight. Even adding just 1 or 2 of these regularly to your meals can make a real difference in how you feel, how strong your legs are, how well you recover from activity, and how independent you stay as you age. So, which one are you going to try first? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Your feedback might inspire someone else to make a change. And if this video helped you, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. If you'd like to support the channel, you can also click the thanks icon below and buy us a small coffee. Every bit helps us keep producing free content to support your health and independence. Remember, staying strong after 60 isn't luck. It's about the little choices you make every day. And now you've got the knowledge to make those choices work in your favor. Stay strong, stay well, and we'll see you in the next video.